Well, good morning once again. It's good to see so many of you present, and good morning to those that are watching online. Just before we jump into our topic this morning, I just want to take a moment to appreciate all of you, especially those that are part of this church, just coming onto the grounds from the car park to this place where we're worshiping God. Everything looks just immaculate. It's amazing. It's beautiful to see that you're taking in a positive way, you're taking pride in this place, that you're worshiping God in every aspect. And I believe that every single person that comes and steps into this building, they realize that you really care about your God and the way you worship Him. And I want to thank those that are part of the AV team, the musicians, those that are volunteering to say children's stories like Cherie today, and Sabbath schools, and the list goes on. A church wouldn't function unless every single person part of that church would actually be active and involved in some form. So I just want to say a big thank you to every single one of you as you participate in all of these ministries. I also want to thank you for your tithes and offerings, as everything is collected and contributing to the mission, not only in this conference, but beyond Australia, I should say. I'm not sure if all of you know, but since 2011, the Seventh-day Adventist Church has been baptizing 3,000 people every single day. 3,000 people every single day. And every 3.5 hours, a new Seventh-day Adventist church is established somewhere in the world. Just think about it. So some of you that are involved with ministries, you might have come to church today, let's say 9 or 9:30. By the time you leave, there will be at least 3.5 hours, if not 4. Think about this time that somewhere in the world, a new Seventh-day Adventist church has been established. And this has been made possible because through tithes and offerings, volunteers and missionaries and workers are going into places where you and I may not be able to ever go. But we are all participating in this great mission. Out of all of the countries that are in the world recognized, 232, there are still 23 that have no official recognized Seventh-day Adventist presence. And I really want to encourage you to keep praying for those 23 countries like North Korea and other places, because we want to make sure that every single person gets the opportunity to hear the gospel so that Jesus can come back. If I can have my slides up, I want to show you something very briefly. Is it? They're coming? Great. Now, this is not a train map. It does look like one. You might have seen one in the past, but I'm here to remind you of it. This is, in fact, a prayer map. A what? A prayer map. And we called it Pray Your Way Around the North New South Wales Conference. This is a reminder for every single church member within this conference of all of our churches, of all of our schools, of all of our HQ institutions, of all of the ministries, to help us remember that, hey, the work within this conference is bigger than maybe my local church. And if you're keen, I've got a QR code. If you want to scan it, you can actually download the PDF. I did not choose the dinosaur. It sort of came up like that. I hope you like it. But if you scan that QR code, it will take you straight to our conference webpage where you can download the prayer map as a PDF. It's in fact a live PDF where you can click the places you have prayed for, so you can keep a track record. On that map, you have more than 200 more than 200 ministries. So including all of our churches, Foresters Beach is one of them, all of our schools, early learning centers, various ministries, and so on. And I personally use this when I pray for the pastors within our conference. In this case here, Pastor Grant and Rachel, and then Andrew and Michaela and their families and so on. And I pray for their families, I pray for their churches, for their leadership teams, and for the mission they're doing in the community. Because in reality, we need to know that we are not running this on our own strength. We're relying completely and solely upon the Spirit of God, and it's only through Him that we can move forward and do the work that He's called us to do. And I really hope that you'll be able to join me in praying around the conference.